Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tony's Picks. I'm Tony T. Time for our NBA rundown from Joseph Schultz. I'm going to pick from every game on this 9-game card. Joseph has been a fantastic over at Tony's.com. All sports combined unit leader for 2023 and 2024. So welcome to the show. Joseph Schultz, find his place over at Tony's.com. Joseph, what's happening?
Hey, Tony. What's going on?
Everything's going great. All right, looking forward to this 9-game NBA card. So let's go ahead and let's get this one underway as we begin here with Cavaliers and Rockets. We see the Cavs favored on the road, 5.5, total 215.5.
Houston's been making a run at that final play-in spot in the West. I didn't think they'd even get close, but they're only just 3.5 games behind the Warriors now after winning 4 straight and 6 out of the last 7. They're really good at home this season, 22-11 straight up, 22-10-1 against the spread. They've also covered in 7 of their last 8 games, and they're 2-0 since Alfred Sengun went down, surprisingly. I think they'll come back down to earth a little bit here in this game. This is the first game that I believe the Rockets will really feel the loss of Sengun. Jared Allen should have a really nice game down low. Going up against probably Jabari Smith for a lot of the game, which is going to be a mismatch. The Cavs are getting healthy. They just got Donovan Mitchell back not too long ago. They'll get Dean Wade back in this one. Evan Mobley, Max Strus is still out. Cleveland should be highly motivated, just a half a game out of second in the East. They're also coming off a confidence-boosting win against the Pelicans as 5.5-point underdogs. Not my most confident pick on the board, but I definitely lean towards Cleveland.
All right, Joseph, so let's get his best bets over at TonySpace.com. Cavaliers and Rockets. He likes the Cavaliers here at minus the 5.5. All right, let's continue here on our NBA rundown for the Saturday card. Next up will be Trailblazers and Pelicans. We see the Pelicans 13.5-point favorites, total 212.5.
Yeah, so last night, it seemed like we were on every favorite, and it's going to seem like the opposite today. Portland will probably get Simons back in this game. Grant is still doubtful. The Trailblazers have covered in 6 of their last 9 games, 7 of their last 9, depending on what number you got in that Knicks game. This will be the second game of a back-to-back, third game in 4 nights for the Pelicans. They're also in a potential flat spot coming off a big win against the Clippers. I think the Trailblazers can stay within the number. We've seen it drop a little already, so I think the market agrees. I'd hold my nose and take the points with the Trailblazers in this game.
All right, Joseph Schultz, get his premium plays over at TonySpace.com. Top unit producer for 2024. Trailblazers and Pelicans. Joseph likes Trailblazers here at plus the 13.5. All right, guys, click the link in the description. You'll land right on Joseph's handicapping page. Promo code TonyT at checkout will save you 20% off all those premium pick packages. Go ahead and get signed up. All right, let's continue here on our NBA rundown here for Saturday's 9-game card. Next up will be the Nets and the Pacers. Pacers 9-point favorites, total 228.5.
The Nets are only 3.5 games out of the final play-in spot in the East, but it might as well be 100 games the way that they're playing. They're just 1-3 straight up and against the spread in their last 4 games with losses to the Hornets and the Pistons. The Pacers are trying to finish the season strong and stay at least in that 6th spot and stay out of the play-in tournament. The Pacers have impressed me recently despite the overtime loss to the Bulls. This sets up to be a bounce-back spot for Indy in their 2nd straight game at home. And this line opened up as Pacers -7, has moved to -9. I agree with the line movement in this game. Heavy lean towards the Pacers.
All right, Joseph Schultz here. Get his premium plays at TonySpace.com. Nets and Pacers. He likes the Pacers here at -9. All right, let's continue here on our NBA rundown. Every game on the board here for Saturday's card. Next game up will be Hornets and 76ers. 76ers favorite 10.5. We see the total coming in at 208.
Yeah, the Sixers beat the Hornets by 53 in their first matchup this season, but that was with Joel Embiid. We all know that they're a completely different team now. They've played 2 other times since then. And Philly got the job done as far as a win, but they didn't cover in either game as double-digit favorites, which they are again here. Philly has dominated this series between these two, winning 5 straight and going 8-2 in their last 10 against Charlotte. This will be the second game of a back-to-back for the Hornets, third game in 4 nights and fourth game in 6 nights, so a ton of basketball. Tobias Harris is questionable. Philly is looking to bounce back from 2 straight losses, and they probably do here, but 10 points is a lot to a team who's already covered in the last 2 against you as double-digit dogs on the road and possibly without Tobias Harris. Slight lean to the Hornets plus the points.
All right, Joseph Schultz, top unit producer at TonySpace.com. Hornets and 76ers. Says the Hornets here at plus to 10.5 points. All right, guys. Click the link in the description. You'll find Joseph's handicapper page. And again, get his best bets for the day. Long-term passes as well. Promo code TonyT at checkout will save you that 20% off. Let's continue here on our NBA rundown. Next up, Thunder and Grizzlies. Thunder 9-point favorites on the road. Total 219.5.
Yeah, what I do in this game is completely reliant on who plays here. We know Vince Williams probably won't play, but Scottie Pippen Jr., Santi Aldama, and Jaren Jackson Jr. are all questionable. Even Desmond Bane was recently upgraded to questionable. I got a decent, reliable source that thinks he's going to play in this game, which does make sense with this line being kind of short for these two teams. OKC is 2-0 straight up and against the spread against Memphis so far this season, and they've covered as double-digit favorites both times. But if Desmond Bane and Jaren Jackson Jr. both play, I think Memphis might be able to keep this game close. Like I said, I think there's a decent chance of both of them playing because of where the spread is set. Slight lean to the Grizzlies in their second straight home game.
Joseph Schultz, get his best bets at TonySpace.com. Thunder and Grizzlies. The Grizzlies here at plus the 9. All right, let's continue here on our NBA rundown. All 9 games on the board here for you on Saturday. Next up, Wizards and Bulls. The Bulls 10.5-point favorites, total 226.5.
Third game in 4 nights for Chicago. Kobe White will still probably be out. They're just 4-6 against the spread in their last 10 games. Surprisingly, Washington has been really good against the spread on the road this season, 20-14-2. This will be the Wizards' 4th straight road game, while the Bulls will be playing their 2nd straight at home. So it's kind of a Bulls spot as far as where they've been playing. Vucevic should have a really good game for those of you that like props against a Wizards team that's so thin at the bigs that they're likely to play Kyle Kuzma at the 5 for stretches in this game. I'd be super uncomfortable betting this game either way, but I wouldn't want to be laying double digits to anyone with the Bulls. They're kind of banged up, and they're playing their 3rd game in 4 nights. Slight lean to the Wizards plus the points.
Joseph Schultz, get his premium plays over at TonySpace.com. Wizards and Bulls. He says the Wizards here at 10.5 points. All right, let's continue here on our NBA rundown. You can pick up Joseph's premium pick packages real simply by clicking the link in the description. Get on over to his handicapper page. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save that 20% off. All right, let's continue here on the next game here on the board will be the television game on ABC. Marquee matchup, Warriors at Lakers. Lakers 3.5 at home, total 237.
The Warriors should get Steph and Draymond back for this game, and not a moment too soon, to be honest. These are currently the last 2 teams in the play-in in the West, with Golden State in 10th, with Houston breathing down their necks now. If either of these 2 teams want to move up in the standings, they've got to start winning now. I don't have a lot on this game. The Warriors won the last meeting between these 2 teams February 22nd by 18. I don't think revenge is a huge factor in this game, though. Both teams need this game so bad. There's no need for any added motivation. I don't like the way the Wizards are trending, and I get it. While getting Steph back is obviously a plus for any team, maybe he doesn't shoot so well or as normally as he usually does in his first game back. Um, it just I would if I had to pick this game, I'm gonna lay the short number with the Lakers.
All right, Joseph Schultz. You find his best bets over at TonySpace.com with the link in the description. Warriors and Lakers. The Lakers here at minus the 3.5. All right, let's continue here on our NBA rundown. We'll cover all 9 games we're here on the show. Next up will be Timberwolves and Jazz. Minnesota 8 on the road, total 224.
Rudy Gobert is questionable for this game, but it really doesn't matter to me. Minnesota is just a game and a half out of the 1 seed in the West, so they'll have plenty of motivation. Minnesota is coming off a big win versus the Clippers, so I do worry about a possible flat spot here. It'll also be their 5th straight road game. They will have a big rest advantage having 3 days off while Utah will be on the second game of a back-to-back. I could only look towards the Timberwolves in this game, and I do have a side note, again, for those that like player props. I had some clients on this today, and I still like it. The books haven't quite caught up. Keontae George's minutes are up a lot in the last few games, and he's flying over his PRA. And like I said, the books haven't adjusted all the way yet.
There you go. Great information there from Joseph Schultz there. Kansas George, he played for Utah. Definitely you see him in the score column there, getting a lot of points, getting his opportunities here. Timberwolves and Jazz. He likes the Timberwolves here, laying the 8 points. All right, let's continue here on our NBA rundown here for Saturday's games. Next up will be to close out this 9-game card. Knicks and Kings. Kings laying 3, total 220.
This will be Sacramento's 5th straight home game, so a spot where you probably want to be backing a team. But also a possible flat spot coming off of 2 big wins against the Bucks and the Lakers to keep pace with the Sun in the standings. The Knicks are currently in 4th in the East, just a half a game ahead of Orlando, who got another win last night. The Knicks are 3-1 in their last 4 and have held each of those opponents well under 100 points. They're playing at a snail's pace. They are 13-2 with OG Anunoby in the lineup. So I could talk myself into either side of this, but the Knicks have gone under in each of the last 4 games, and the Kings have gone under in each of their last 3 games. I lean towards the under 220 in this game.
All right, Joseph Schultz here on the Knicks and Kings, your late night game here, 10 Eastern time for Saturday. Likes this one to go under total of 220. All right, we got through our 9-game card here from the NBA. So just let's take a look over at TonySpace.com for a big Saturday of action here. 9-game card NBA. Lots of college basketball with these conference tournaments. We have some semifinal and final tournaments on Saturday. You can see Joseph's numbers for 2023 and 2024. 5,642 units of profit, all documented over at TonySpace.com. Top unit producer. You're not going to find someone with better numbers than this on any of these legit documented sites. I mean, it's just amazing here. Joseph's numbers here for 14 plus months that he's put up. You can verify these numbers by clicking the link you see in the description. That will take you to Joseph's handicapper page where you can verify all these numbers right there, as you can see up on his capper page. And again, that link in the description, direct link to this page. You can see here all the numbers, and you can verify every player that he's released here on the site, and you can scroll and see them. All right, Joseph, big Saturday of action. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, I've already got 2 NBA plays that I love, but I think I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, it's only by a few percentage points, but I believe I don't put out many college basketball picks. But when I do, they're hitting almost about 66%. And my best bet is going to come out of college basketball for tomorrow.
All right, guys, you got to go with Joseph Schultz over at TonySpace.com. You can split up the numbers again. 5,642 units of profit, 2023 and 24 combined. Verify that at TonySpace.com. Of course, no better time now to get those long-term passes. You just find them over there, 3, 7, or 30-hour sports pass, even up to a year. You'll get all of Joseph's premium plays for that time period. So like when you go to his handicapper page, make that purchase. Remember that 1-month pass, that 30-day pass will cover the entire NCAA tournament, all the minor tournaments, as well as NBA. We'll get you into the play-in round when you get that 1-month pass. Also, a couple weeks of baseball. The U.S. opening day, March 28th, is getting closer. The Dodgers-Padres series already next week, so baseball is around the corner. Also, a lot of coverage of baseball with that 1 month pass, and we'll save you some money right now. When you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access Joseph Page directly by clicking the link and get on over there and get signed up. All right, Joseph, as always, great having your show. Continue that great success. We'll catch up again with you tomorrow.
Okay, Tony, have a good one.
You got it. For Joseph Strauss, I'm Tony T. We'll catch up with you guys again tomorrow.